Matthew Kane, we have two public figures with us, both sports people. Now to debate the issue, Kris Akabusi is a former athletics world champion. He was a great sprinter and hurdler. He supports the campaign to say yes to AV. Jane Couch is a former professional boxer. She won 5 world titles. She supports the campaign to keep first past the post. I suppose we better find out how it is you find yourself even sitting here. How did you ever get roped in?
Well, a good friend of mine who's now an MP, Charlotte Leslie, told me about. I didn't even know anything about it. I'm not really into politics or anything like that. You know, I do take an interest, but I just thought, well, that's wrong. I mean, you liken it to sport. If you play football and you win 2-1, you can't say, oh, well, we'll give it to the other team that just lost the game. It's, you know, it's same in boxing.
And you, Kris, how did you come to be roped in?
It won't be the first time that I've actually gone into the ballot wanting to put who I want down, but recognise that if I go do what I wanted to do, it's a wasted vote. So
that's the issue. But I wanted to find out how they got you in on this.
Well, I'm down in Bath. I'm part of a group called Bar 15, and there's some down there called Lord Strasbourg, and he introduced me to Lord Sharkey.
Okay. Well, now look, you are yes, she is no. Convince her.
You can't.
Okay, well, this is very important, Jane, because on the 5th of May, we've got a decision to make. We recognise, as it is at the moment, politics is not working. 2/3 of the politicians we have today in the House were voted into the House by less than 2/3 of the electorate. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is that the majority of people in their constituency did not want them into the House. So 70% of the people, for example, as less as 30% of the people can actually get a strong vote into the House. That can't be fair.
You convince him that he's wrong.
Well, I mean, like, because Kris is there quoting all the facts and figures. You've obviously done a lot of reading on it or been told a lot of stuff. I'm just a simple voter, just plain simple. I'm not educated like yourself. I don't really go for that. But I've always been brought up, it's like one man, one vote. First past the line wins. If you've won, you've won. If you've lost, you've lost. You can't go, oh, 30% this, 30% that. You've either won or you've lost. With this system, which is going to cost, by the way, £250 million. Do you not think there's better ways of spending £250 million? Well, we ain't got any money. As a country, we ain't got any money.
Let him in. He's coming in from the corner.
Jane, but it's not working. You're talking about a system that was done in the 19th century. We're now in the 21st century. Yeah, it's not working. Quite clearly, it's not working. You've got jobs for the boys. You've got safe seats, and you've got no voice. You've got people going to war on your behalf, no voice. If you're happy with the way things are, no is for you. If you want change, yes is for you.
That's pretty strong, isn't it? Yeah, do you want change or do you want to stay things as they are?
But it's not about that. You even voting yes or you're not going to get the change. It's going to be. I'm not saying it's going to be the same. I'm not saying it's going to be better. The thing is, it's £250 million.
It is.
It's one man, one vote.
Chris,
first past the line wins.
Our argument. You great Olympic sprinter. You cross the line, and you're first.
Yeah.
But when you get the old reckoning up, they say, well, I'm afraid there were a couple of other guys behind you, and together they were better than you.
And they tried harder, or the better looking.
Okay, I'll answer the question, but we're not talking about sports. We're talking about politics, and it's more important. No, it's not the same thing at all. But actually, it's not true. In athletics, in the first round, second round, third round, you can win the first round, second round, and the semi-final. It doesn't mean you win the final. What we're saying is that the bar is going to be raised. If you want to get into politics, into the House, you've got to get 50% of the electorate saying, I prefer you. If you can get, that's the new bar. That is actually crossing the line. The way we've got it right now, 30% of the people can say, I like you. 70% of the people say, I don't want you. You can discard what they say and you're still in. You know what? I've been voting for 35 years. And the last 35 years, because I'm in a safe seat, I've not seen one politician knock on my door. The last election...
Jane, where's your no hook?
Should I
Where's your no hook?
No, please don't do that.
No. Your verbal no hook.
All right. Sorry.
460,000 people decided to vote this time. 1.6% of the electorate decided to vote this time.
Again, this is all hard for me to take in. And if it's hard for me to take in, and you've
No, Jane,
explained...
you're brighter than that. It's not...
But are you saying if it's hard
Imagine
to, if you're saying it's hard to take in, so I'm going to say no?
No, it's too complicated.
It's not too complicated,
So people
Jane.
at home, if I'm thinking this, what people at home thinking? They're thinking, listen, we go to the ballot box, we tick a box, put it in a thing, that's easy.
No, hold on, no,
Why
Jane,
go
Jane,
down
that's-
this stupid,
Jane, see,
complicated
you
process?
bought a lie. It's not. It's easy.
It's
One, two,
it's
three.
not.
1, 2, 3. That's it. Simple as that. It's not hard to take in whatsoever.
It's too complicated, and what everybody's missing the point is it's £250 million of money
that's
that we
happening
haven't
anyway.
got.
No,
We
Jane,
haven't got.
Jane, forget that one. It's happening anyway. May the 5th is happening, and we've got a decision to make, and we can stick in the past and have the same old thing. No more complaints when you go to war and you don't like it. No more complaints because the students have lost their money.
And you think this voting system's going to change that?
Well-
You've either got a good MP or a bad MP.
And you can choose, and that's what. And you can choose. You can choose that good MP or the bad MP.
Yeah.
And if they don't like your policies, then you take. I don't want you, mate. I'll have somebody else. If I can't have that person, I'll have somebody else.
The
Simple as that.
system is too complicated. Ordinary people
Don't buy it.
in
You know
the
what?
street
The MPs
just want to go in,
hold on,
tick a box, and
Cameron.
vote for
Okay,
who
at the
wants
moment,
to.
the leader of the opposition, Ed Miliband, and Cameron both were voted by how? The AV system. Simple. So if it's good enough for the politicians to vote for themselves, then
This
it's
is
good
just
enough
a
for us.
lifeboat to keep them in power.
The ref's
That's all
calling
it is.
time. Ref's calling time. I want to thank the boxer, the hurdler, for an excellent debate. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm going to do a run.